with its golden spires gleaming under the sun and walls that seemed to touch the sky. Streets bustled with merchants, warriors, and scholars, yet the grandeur of the city could not mask the sorrow of its noble king. King Dasharatha, ruler of Ayodhya, wise and just, bore a heavy heart. He had no heir to continue his legacy. Though he had 3 queens, Kausalya, Kaikeyi, and Sumitra, none had borne him a child. He longed for a son, a light to pass his wisdom and dharma onto, to guide his people after him. One evening, deep in thought, the king consulted the revered sage Vasishtha, who advised a sacred Putrakameshti Yagna, a ritual to bless him with children. The great sage Rishyasringa, son of a hermit and born of pure austerity, was summoned to conduct the fire sacrifice. As the chants of the yagna filled the air and flames danced toward the heavens, the gods above stirred. Lord Brahma, seated on his lotus throne, listened as the gods pleaded with him to end the growing terror of Ravana, the demon king of Lanka, whose cruelty knew no bounds. No god, beast, or sage could stand against him, for Ravana had received a boon that no god could harm him. Then, from the heart of the sacrificial flame, a divine figure emerged, shining, tall, with golden skin and holding a bowl of celestial payasam, sweet rice pudding. The figure handed the bowl to Dasharatha, telling him to share it among his queens. With reverence and hope in his heart, Dasharatha gave half the payasam to Queen Kausalya, a quarter to Kaikeyi, and the remaining to Sumitra, split in 2 portions. In time, 4 divine children were born, Rama to Kausalya, Bharata to Kaikeyi, and Lakshmana and Shatrughna to Sumitra. The childhood of the divine princes. The palace bloomed with joy. Rama, dark as the monsoon cloud with eyes like lotus petals, radiated calmness and strength even as a boy. Lakshmana followed him like his shadow, devoted and inseparable. Bharata was noble and wise beyond his age, and Shatrughna was keen, loyal to his brother Bharata. The 4 princes grew up with love, learning the scriptures, martial arts, statecraft, and dharma under the watchful eyes of sage Vasishtha. Rama, even as a youth, showed signs of greatness. His calm disposition, deep compassion, and strength amazed all. Once, when still a boy, he silently endured the harsh effects of a celestial weapon aimed at him during his training, earning admiration from all the sages. Though still little kids, the brothers had immense love and devotion towards each other. The 3 younger brothers respected their elder brother Rama. One day, a powerful and rugged sage arrived at the gates of Ayodhya, Vishwamitra, once a king himself, now a fierce ascetic known for his immense power and temper. His matted hair coiled like serpents, eyes blazing like fire, he commanded attention. He greeted Dasharatha and asked for a boon, not for himself, but for his sacred fire rituals. Demons led by Maricha and Subahu were disrupting his penances in the forest. He requested Dasharatha to send Rama with him to protect the yagnas. Dasharatha recoiled in horror. Rama was but a boy of 16. How could he face such fearsome Rakshasas? But Vishwamitra insisted, assuring that this would be the path of Dharma and the beginning of greatness for Rama. After persuasion from sage Vasishtha, the king relented. Rama, serene and ready, bowed before his father and set out with Vishwamitra with Lakshmana faithfully by his side. Into the forest, the first trials. The landscape changed from lush palaces to dense forests, filled with rustling leaves, chirping birds, and occasional growls of wild beasts. Vishwamitra taught the brothers divine mantras, Bala and Atibala, to eliminate fatigue, hunger, and fear. He also gifted them celestial weapons, long lost to time, that shimmered in the air like serpents of light. One night, in the stillness of the forest, the demon Dhartaka appeared. Ferocious and wild, with eyes glowing red, a body covered in scales and filth. Her roar echoed like thunder through the trees. Though hesitant at first to strike a woman, Rama, guided by Vishwamitra's counsel, understood his dharma, to protect righteousness. With a mighty bow, he loosed an arrow that pierced Tataka's heart. The ground trembled, and peace returned to the woods. This was Rama's first battle, and the forest sages sang his praises under the moonlight. The Siddha Ashram, and the fall of Maricha and Subahu. Soon they reached the Siddha Ashram, where Vishwamitra's great yagna began. For 6 days, the fire rose toward the heavens, the air thick with incense and chants. On the 7th day, the sky darkened. Clouds formed in unnatural patterns, and with a roar, Maricha and Subahu descended, casting bones and blood to defile the sacred ritual. But Rama, now fierce and unshaken, stood his ground. With a golden arrow, he hurled Maricha far across the ocean. Another arrow slew Subahu where he stood. The sages gasped, their fears vanquished. The yagna was completed without interruption. Rama had protected Dharma, and his legend had begun. Toward Mithila, a fated meeting awaits. With the ritual complete, Vishwamitra led the brothers further east to Mithila, the city of King Janaka. There, a great Svayamvara, groom-choosing ceremony, was being held for his daughter, Setha, born from the earth, raised in purity, and unmatched in beauty and virtue. But before reaching Mithila, Rama would encounter even more wonders. Like the release of Ahalya, a woman cursed to be invisible, waiting for the touch of divinity to free her. As Rama's feet stepped into her hermitage,